Uh, do I do my homework or do I make a video? Alright, we're doing video. Alright, so for today's video, it isn't your average League of Legends video or anything like that. We're going to do a classic down-to-earth story with Jake because I was not prepared for what was about to happen this night. Alright, they give some context clues about what's about to happen. It's my dad's 50th birthday. There's about, I want to say, a good 50 people over, and I just got back from hockey, so let's just see where it goes from here. Alright, so I just got back from hockey. I played one game and ref two, so keep in mind, I am tired as fuck right now. Like, I am just not in it. I thought about just going home, saying to my dad, hanging out for an hour or two, and then going to bed right away, because I was gone. So anyway, I got back around a half hour after the party started, but I didn't miss anything because everyone was still getting there. And I was one of the last people to get there, so right when I got there, I think someone else arrived, and they busted out the alcohol right away, okay? So I take a shower, and I get out, and I come back, and I take a picture with my dad. It was literally 20 minutes in, and look at my dad. He was fucking gone. But keep in mind, I was only in the shower for 15 minutes. So I come back, and I see this. When I got to my house before everyone started drinking, there was like a ton of wine, like 3 bottles of vodka, 4 things of Coca-Cola in the mix with a whiskey, a bunch of wine and beer. I come back out of the shower only 20 minutes after they bust all this open. 2 of the vodkas are gone. There's only 1.5 Coca-Cola left. Most of the wine's gone. Some of the beer is gone. Most of the margaritas are gone. All the whiskey's gone. It was 20 minutes in. So after seeing that spectacle, I knew for a fact the only sober people at the party are going to be me, my sister, and that's it. Like, I know for a fact everyone else is just going to be gone. I asked my sister if she's going to start drinking. She said, no, I'm going to have like maybe a little bit of drinks, but nothing wild. I'm like, all right, cool. Just make sure everyone stays in order. All right, so it's about like an hour into the party. Nothing bad's happening. Everyone's getting a little tipsy at this point. Even my mom and dad, but it's my dad's 50th birthday. Let him go wild, right? Wow, I mean, I could have not been more naive at the time because fuck me. So about an hour and a half in, and no one's sober at this point. They're either buzzed, tipsy, or drunk. The only drunk people were Scott and I think Bob. Like, that was it. Like, they were gone already. But everyone else is still doing pretty good. Only do I find out that someone brought a baby. So they weren't sober either, so it was basically my job. They asked me to take care of their baby for a little bit, so I was like, all right, no big deal. I got this. So the only sober people were me, the baby, and my sister. And there was like 50 adults there. And there was only 3 sober kids. So I watch over Riot. His name is Riot. It's a freaking awesome name, right? Anyway, I asked my sister to watch over Riot because she actually works with kids. And I was like, all right, watch him. I'm going to watch everyone else. So she does that. I thank her. And I'm back to the party. Everyone, again, at this point is gone. No one's really sober, sane. Everyone's face is pure red, even my mom's and dad's. It's like, all right, they're having fun, whatever. Let them do their thing. And this is where the night really begins. So I'm sitting down on my phone, making sure no one goes wrong. Jade's caring for the baby. And then they say present cake time. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's let them do that now. So they all go over to the cake and present. They light it. They sing happy birthday really stupidly because all of them are drunk. And I thought everything was going nice and well. And I shit you not, this is exactly what happens. So my friend Bob, or my dad's friend Bob, says, I bet you will not throw cake at Steve. Steve's my dad's name. And I swear to God, man, you just got go, hold my beer. Scott gets up, grabs my dad's cakes, grabs the entire thing and just chucks it at him. My dad gets hit square in the nose with the cake. It just goes everywhere, all over his face. And at this point, fuck, my mic fell. And at this point, everyone's laughing. Everyone's having a good time. I was laughing. It was hilarious. But then my dad throws the cake back. And it's everywhere at this point. The cake is everywhere. And I'm like, all right, no, I'll clean it up. It's not that big of a deal. Let them have their fun. But the candles were still lit, and the little cloth thing on the table started like sparking and like started smoking a little bit. And then the cake just falls straight on the thing. My dad's 50, so that's 50 candles, by the way, if you didn't know. And the thing starts lighting a fire. Scott grabs an entire 12-pack of beer, slams it on the table, like basically rips six beers open, and just starts pouring it on the table. He gets the fire out. Everyone laughs and goes away. So I would start cleaning up the cake and the beer, and I was kind of annoyed at this point, but I was like, no, whatever, it doesn't matter. I sit down on the recliner just to relax for 1 minute, and I hear, wait, where's Riot? Oh, shit. So at this point, I am blowing up my sister's phone, trying to find out where she went, because guess what? She wasn't in the house, so I was freaking out a little bit. So I am trying to figure out where Jade is, because she is not picking up at all. At this point, I don't know what to do. I am freaking out. I'm like, all right, I gotta find Riot, and all of a sudden, I hear... I run over, and the desk is broken. Yep, there's like the hinges, and then like the bottom part was glass, and then the top was wood. So someone sat on it with someone on their lap, apparently. I don't know who it was, but the legs broke, and the glass underneath just went goosh. Yep, that happened. I wasn't done cleaning up the beer and cake yet. Now that we got glass everywhere, Riot's missing. I was not having it right now, let me tell you. So at this point, it's about 11ish. I was really tired. I was Snapchatting my friend, and I was hoping that was the end of the night. I finally got the cake and beer done with. I swept up the glass. I still haven't found Jade yet, which I was still concerned about, but I just figured she took Riot somewhere. And thank God I was right, because she ended up calling me saying that Riot was with her, got too loud, and he started crying. So I found out Riot was safe. I was like, all right, that was pretty crazy and hectic, but we're good now. As soon as I let my guard down, I sit down on the couch. I look over. Scott's on the ground, passed out practically. He's just kind of sitting there moaning. He's shit-faced. I look over at Bob. He's passed out on a recliner. Richard's just there staring out the window. I have no idea what he's doing. And I'm like, all right, you know what? They're fine. They're fine. They're good. All the wives are like line dancing in like the little area space we have. Both of them are falling over. And one falls over and smashes a freaking painting we have. Whoa! So I get up. I walk over to Linda, I help her up, make sure she's okay, grab the painting, put it to where it was, and I don't know why I did this, but I put it back where it was, I sit back down, and not even 20 seconds later, I just look over and I see Amber fall over and smash the thing into smithereens. So at this point, it was obliterated. I know it might have been a dick move, but I didn't help her up because I was just kind of fed up at that point. I let Linda and Joy and all of them help them up. I asked Joy if she sees my parents because I have no idea where they are, and I was wondering if they wanted me to like drive to the dump and get all this shit over with. But I asked about 30 people. No one knew where my mom and dad was until... lo and behold, guess who it was? It was Riot's mom. Now, I don't remember the mom's name. I know her husband's name is Mike, and Mike's really cool, so we're going to call him Mike's wife. So Mike's wife, before I even say a word, she starts yelling at me and asking where Riot is. I told her where he is. He's with Jade. And she calms down. She was probably the closest to sober out of all the adults. She was a little bit drunk, but nowhere near anyone else. They were on a different freaking plane, especially Mike. Mike, I don't think Mike even know where he was, honestly. So anyway, I asked him where my parents are. She said the last time we saw them, they were heading towards a room. And I was like, all right, what room? And she said the back room. So I started heading back there, and I start to realize about halfway down the hall, it's the bedroom. I really hope this next part wasn't true. I really wish I was lying about this next part. Oh, this was the most scarring thing of the night. So anyway, I started walking closer to the door. I'm only a couple feet away from it, and I hear... No, it wasn't like that loud, but I could definitely tell there was movement in the room. You couldn't hear flat out the bed creaking, but you can definitely tell there was like something going on. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk it. It could be something totally different, but I didn't want to risk it. So I started walking away. And as I'm walking away, out of nowhere, all I hear scream through the other side of the room is, fuck me. Alright, to be fair, it might have been like love me or something like that. I wasn't too sure. But in the moment, that's what I heard. And honestly, could have been completely different. But, you know, it's still scarring no matter how you put it. So anyway, I walk away just screaming on the inside, trying to get that out of my head. But I go sit down on the couch. Tonight's practically over at this point. Everyone's leaving besides a few people like Scott. Bob still passed out. Joy and Linda are still there. Riot got returned to Mike, so they left. My mom and dad are back, so I was like, all right, you know what? The night's over. Thank the Lord. But no, one more thing had to happen before this night could have been over. So anyway, everyone sits down. Everyone's sipping on wine. Jade either went away or went to her room. I don't remember because I was basically in the living room the entire night. I think she went back to her room. But anyway, I'm sitting out there and making sure everything is okay again. And then Scott goes over to our like little thermostat basically. And it's weird because if you get it to change the heater and the cooler in our house, you have to get a password in. If you get it wrong, it will literally go off like a freaking alarm. So basically, Scott gets the right idea to say, hey, let me guess the password. So Scott's getting the password wrong a shit ton of times. Hey, Dad, what happens if you get the password wrong too much? Oh, the alarm goes off. Wait, we have an alarm. Scott jumps back in fear. Everyone kind of looks very, very, very alarmed. Doesn't know. No one knows what to do. My dad walks over. Can't remember the password. He's like looking at it and trying to scratch his head. And he eventually remembers, turns it off. But at this point, I'm pretty sure we woke up half the neighborhood. Everyone left at that point. Pretty much everyone dipped. Scott, Linda, Joy, all of them left. I didn't blame him. I would too. But I was just thanking the Lord the night was over. My mom and dad went to bed. And instead of cleaning everything up, I just went to bed too because I was just done with this shit. It was like 1 a.m. Also, I forgot to mention that pretty much everyone offered me drinks. Literally, I think every adult there after a while offered me drinks besides my mom and dad, Mike's wife. That's about it. Mike, freaking Ross, Richard, Bob, all of them offered me drinks. No one cared. No one gave a shit. But yeah, I forgot to add that part in. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's the end of the story. It was a pretty crazy night. I don't know. You probably have everyone watching probably has like everyone watching probably has a better story. I don't know. This happened 2 days ago, so I thought I would just say it for fun. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too.